So here we have a 2007 Honda CRV, third generation, with the problem that seems to be more than usual, that the radiator fan won't go on when needed to go on. The AC fan will work as expected. I researched all around YouTube and the internet and here and there, and there seems to be a lot of videos about this issue with this third generation CRV, and some Honda Accords. However, nobody seems to have fixed it. I checked all the relays, all the fuses in the engine bay and inside under the dash. Everything is good. All relays are good. I tracked the radiator fan cables for continuity. And actually, these models now, before everybody starts commenting that it is the fan switch, it's no longer a fan switch. It has the usual coolant temp sensor under this, in the head, and it has what you think is the fan switch, but now it is located in the radiator under the radiator fan. And it used to be on the thermostat neck, but it's under there in this K series engines, and it's a plastic piece now, plastic neck, no longer there. It's on the lower part of the radiator, and it is no longer a fan switch. It's a second coolant temp sensor, and what this means is that coolant temp sensor 1 and 2 and coolant temp sensor 1 both read to determine when the computer now should apply I would say the electricity or the voltage to activate the radiator and AC fans in between all the other stuff that the coolant temp sensors always read for harmony at the engine. And now it won't apply. I mean, when the radiator fan is supposed to go on, the ECU will send both signals, positive and ground. In this case, I'm getting the positive, so that's good, because I changed both two coolant temp sensors. I placed a new thermostat. This wagon happened to have it. It was deleted, so I placed it. I replaced for a new one. It only had a check engine code for the coolant temperature, but it was because of the thermostat delete. So anyways, to be sure, I became a part changer, so I changed both two coolant temp sensors. What else did I do? I tracked the ground from the radiator fan plug, all the way to another plug under there. I took all this out, and it had continuity. Sorry, and so the rest of the harness looked good. So I mean, it cannot randomly be only the ground cable. I took continuity also on the coolant temp sensor under the radiator, and it was sending the ground. But now when it was a fan switch, you know, the other cable at the coolant temp sensor plug will come directly to the fan harness. But it's no longer like that. So I have ground on the plug, but the other cable won't complete its way of grounding the radiator fan plug. So that must mean that the computer is controlling that, and the cable is different in color too. So that must mean that the computer is controlling that, the ground signal. And either we have that going wrong on the computer, or the fuse box could also be having some issues, internal issues. You know, it could be a bad fuse box because everything here is working. And so since it's the ground, after all that work, I knew it was an easy fix from the beginning, but I took the time to diagnose as far as I could go, because I'm no electromechanic. So all I did to fix it, I took the ground off the radiator fan harness, and so I won't damage the OEM harness. Won't touch it. I splice it, and see if I can focus this. And I just threw a ground to a bolt on the chassis or on the radiator support, and that will fix the issue. I'm not happy about it because, you know, after all the work that I did removing everything to track the harness, I expected to find clues of something going wrong with the harness. Apparently it is not. And again, before you say this is a fan switch, it's not a fan switch. It's coolant temp sensor 1, coolant temp sensor 2, 2006 CRV, second generation. May still have a fan switch, even when they are also K24s. This third generation, starting in 2007 and up, even the fuse box is different. 2006 and before, it's a square fuse box. This is triangular there. As you can see, they came up. And they are working now. I mean, the AC one was always working because it has its own apparently separate ground relay and fuse, so that part is working. So maybe most likely it's a bad fuse box or computer. I don't really know, because as I said, I'm no electrical technician. So yeah, haven't found a solution to this on the web or YouTube or nowhere, of somebody getting to the bottom of this. They just theorize, as I'm doing, that it could be the fuse box or the computer, the ECU. But there you have your fix. I mean, you first have to track or to test that what you are missing is the ground. and not the positive, and you just do your own ground to the chassis. With a test light like this, you just put the switch and you turn on the AC without starting the wagon or the car. It will turn on the AC without running, and if you have your AC fan working normally, then it will go up, it will go on. But the radiator fan won't go on. And there you unplug, and you unplug the plug, and you start by looking for which one is the ground, right? So you test the ground first on most plugs, because you don't want to put the positive here first, you know, and then looking for ground, because if you go for the positive cable and it is sending positive bolts, 12 bolts, then you may do a short. So you won't go wrong by placing it in the ground of the battery and searching for ground on both parts of the plug. You either find the ground, and ground to ground nothing will happen, or you find the positive one if you are getting the bolt, the 12 bolts, and the problem is the ground part, as it was with this wagon. And apparently it's becoming very common on this third generation CRV and some Honda Accords. I also saw this same issue. Only the AC fan will work as expected. And well, I just did this to turn on the engine so it will work correctly with the math sensor on it, because I have to clean this mess, and it's so full of oil under the filter cover. I'm just gonna turn it off, take this off, and clean the engine. That's why it's looking like that. Otherwise, everything will be what it should be already. But yeah, if you know why it's really happening, please let me know. But as I said, the ones of you coming with the fan switch theory, it's not that anymore. Okay, don't waste your time typing it's a fan switch. I've seen it on the other videos, people swearing for this fan switch, because they don't know. They just think, oh, it's just a fan switch, because that's all. It's one coolant temp sensor and one fan switch. They are even saying that the fan switch is still on the thermostat neck, because they don't know what they're talking about. And trust me, I know. Because I've been into Hondas for some time already. Okay. Thanks for watching.